style of play?
I think Arkansas is the type of team that creates a lot of turnovers. They play well against us. It will be a great game tomorrow. We have to handle their pressure. We have to keep them off the boards, and we have to dominate the rebounding game.
Both Devin and Trey said that when these guys hear that a team is supposed to be one that can get them, that it's supposed to challenge them, that they take notice of that and they sort of rise to that challenge. Have you seen that about this team, and is that one of the hallmarks of a good one?
Well, every game we play, we're telling them that we're playing a good team.
But you know they don't believe you, right?
When they win, they say, "I thought you said they were good." So tomorrow will be a very, very good team coming in here. A team that's capable of beating us. We will have to play well and beat them.
How different is their style, Kenny, from what generally? It seems like you guys have seen mostly zones and milk the clock kind of stuff.
I think their style will be similar to Louisville's, constant pressure. They'll do a great job on the boards. They're active. They switch a lot. They trap a lot. Their zone is similar to man principles, where they get after the ball in their zone. We've seen it before. We just got to go out there and handle it.
Kenny, when you played, if somebody beaten you twice the year before and you're still going against them, how much would that put a little extra fire underneath you?
I think our guys will have fire to answer your question. I think so.
Is that some of the older guys have talked about, the younger guys, hey, we need to get these guys back?
No, I just think that they have a competitive edge about them. They know that this team has beaten us twice, and they'll go out and compete.
Is Portis the best big guy you guys will have faced so far? Where would you rank him?
I wouldn't rank him. I will say that he's a very, very good player. I don't know where he falls into the other big guys that we played, where we face some really good players. He's one of them. He can really shoot the ball to be that size. He's good around the basket. He can shoot threes. Excellent from the pinch post area, shooting turnaround jumpers. He's a good player.
He's obviously an NBA hopeful down the road. We saw Phil Jackson walk by there. There's going to be a lot of scouts at this game. Do you notice in games like this when you see a big guy that has NBA aspirations on the other team that he sort of maybe plays and feels like he's auditioning against your group?
No question about it. Every guy that comes in that's a pretty good player in our conference, or just an opponent that's not in our conference, if they play well against Kentucky, they're thinking, I'm a pro. This kid is really a good player and possibly is a pro.
Kenny, what did?
Go ahead.
What about Trey the other night? What did Trey do well that made him have the game that he had?
Great question. Trey has all the ability in the world to have an outstanding game, to have an outstanding season. We need Trey at his best. I thought that we saw Trey do the things that we need him to be. The way he attacked the rim, the way he rebounded the ball. Wanted him there was 4 or 5 shots he passed up. He didn't feel comfortable shooting them. But Trey Lyles is an excellent basketball player, and if you forget about him, he'll burn you.
Is Qualls an unusually gifted athlete? From what
Qualls is very athletic, very fast, very good off the dribble, driving the ball. I hadn't seen him miss a shot in the left corner. He shoots the ball really well from that area. He's a guy that we're going to have to deal with.
Anton Bader's taken over as their point guard about the last 7, 8 games. What do you see from him?
Can really shoot the ball. Very smart, very heady. Last game they played Ole Miss, I watched him and didn't miss a shot. He shot it really well.
This group is getting a little bigger. Do you feel like your team can feel maybe the spotlight getting warmer on them?
Not at all. The great thing about coaching these kids, they're in the moment. They're not worrying about the spotlight, the heat, the pressure, the perfect season, all of that doesn't come into play. They want to win every game, of course. They go out and compete, but we keep this one game at a time.
Do you think it helps at all that it's always kind of a spectacle here, that getting to 28-0 isn't that different from what it's like here in December?
Yeah, it's constant. I think this year more than most, there's been more TV coverage of it. But I think we do a good job of keeping this in-house and keeping this focused on what we have to do, not looking ahead to people, working on the things we have to do in practice for us, concentrating on us and what makes us a great team, and then going out and performing against opponents.
Kenny, to flip the question about they beat you guys twice last year, you said you're sure your guys are aware of that and so on.
Yeah.
How might that impact the team that won those two games in terms of confidence coming in here, not being awed by?
They will not be in awe of us. They won't be intimidated. They'll come in with some confidence. But we will too. We'll come in knowing that we're a different team, that we're going to get after them just like they're going to try to get after us.